free-for-all where they beat you strictly because they just moving around and getting traffic and you don't. That's pretty much the game's strategy right now. 'Cause he's died 9 times in a row at this point. And he's put a lot of deaths up on each game that they played so far. What do you guys think of that strategy versus trying to be more finesse style?
In free-for-all, especially a game like this, it's first to 50, so it doesn't really matter how many times you die. The only thing is other people who are sitting back and more conservative will get more kills for life, so they'll spend less time respawning.
Let me ask you this question. Doesn't that lose credibility if you're just having things happen at that point?
With a 12-person free-for-all, there's going to be so much traffic pretty much everywhere, so one of the strategies is to mine a couple spawns. The game is not really spawn mining.
You can get away with being a bit more passive rather than being a bit more active, but at the same time, if it doesn't work out, you're just going to get frustrated. You're going to lose a lot of ground, and you're basically going to end up near the bottom of the pack.
Exactly. If you've got,
I think on a map like this, sitting still is not going to be a good idea.
Yeah. Well, so if you look at firing range,
struggling right now.
Yeah, he's dying a lot. He's getting shot while he's running quite a bit. It's got to be frustrating for him. In a map like firing range, you saw X-Jaws was really successful with the dual-wheeled Kypris, just running back and forth between the two spawns.
And this brings up to the fact that nobody's actually trying to steady aim pro. Somebody like the game, I've yet to see him. Well, there's a reload, but his last 16 lives, he hasn't used the clip, but he died a lot on the sprint. And I'm wondering if he would benefit for something like that. Now, I'm kind of hoping to see somebody actually switch up the sleight of hand pro and try a different tactic.
Yeah,
I think sprinting around on a 12, 14 man free for all is not a good idea at all. I don't know why you would want to run marathon in a 12-man free-for-all when people can spawn from anywhere, someone can turn the corner while you're in mid-sprint very regularly, and bam, you're dead.
And that right there needed to happen for anybody else to have a chance to game finished outside the money, who had onslaught finishing in the money. That pretty much will bring Marka J up to the league now.
Big Red's pulling in second on that game. Nate, do you know the current standings of who's winning so far?
I am putting in the results right now. I'll let you know in a minute.
All right.
Ooh, a bad showing for Holiday Doc, too.
First place we have Marka J. Second place Fear Creds. Third place Onslaught. Still doing the signs from us.
Alright, so our top three still have not really changed. We've got Mark of J in first place, the Game 360 in second, and Fear Crads right behind him in third.
Alright, so let me ask you this. We're going into a smaller map now. We're going into Nuketown. What do you feel like the best weapons are going to be on Nuketown? Do you feel like Sandy's going to pull out the Spaz 12, one of his trademark weapons, in a small map like this? Because it is going to be a clusterfuck.
I don't think
I can tell you right now. All right, go ahead, Trout.
I think the person that's going to excel is someone who will think like that, will need to think what isn't someone going to use. I think maybe we'll see Team Up bring out the M60 again, I don't know. Because I think on a map where there's going to be spawning people next to you, you're going to need something where you're going to have to reload as little as possible.
So you think we're going to see some LMG play here?
I think we are going to see some LMG play here.
It was hugely successful
Got a chance.
for Team Art.
This is going to be a good one. It's going to take who can think outside the box, and I think a lot of them are going to stick with the FAMAS, which in all fairness is a good choice because it does kill so quickly. But I think it's going to really show who can think outside the box. Maybe we'll see some dual mag action for those quicker reloads, but who knows?
Yeah, the thing about the M60 is you can hold down the trigger, but once you spawn, you need as fast as fire rate as you can, and I think we're going to see a lot more FAMASs right now and probably more AK-74Us and submachine guns.
All right, real quick tip before we get into this thing. If you were in this yourself, what weapon would you pick and what would you be using and why? Do it.
I think I'd probably pick the Stoner with an extended mag. It's pretty quick at reloading. It's got a lot of bullets in it, so I think that's what I'd go for.
I would stick with the FAMAS.
I'm gonna start it
Slide
up
a
here
hand
for
for Moss.
everybody.
Can you send me an invite so I can watch
Yeah,
it?
oh wait, yeah. Let's invite everyone in here.
Yeah. I would stick with FAMAS extended mag.
FAMAS extended mag is a good choice. I mean, I'd either go with the FAMAS extended mag or the MP5K with extended mag with a steady aim and just never ADS. Just
Right.
constantly just try to run in, kill as many people as possible, and die. Because I don't feel like the sleight of hand's going to help at all in this kind of map because you'll be dead before the end of the clip anyway. So let's go ahead and see how this works out for people.
Sleight of Hand Pro would be a good choice as well. You're right. Alright, let's start with Ronaldinho. He's using a FAMAS, and I'm going to guess Sleight of Hand.
Live to win, till you
I'm pulling for
die.
onslaught on this.
T-Mart with a stakeout. 2 kills already.
Oh, Woody has the spaz. Oh.
Yeah, and Fear Krads has
signature P5.
his MP5. That's his baby. Yeah, here for Newtown, there was that debate. There was that debate between
We
sitting
are
still.
starting to see a lot more
Fuzza
variation.
Fuzza. Oh, let's watch this. He's using a sniper
Pro
rifle.
Syndicate's rocking the
Syndicate with the
M16. That's
M16, which
interesting.
I think is a very bad choice.
Yeah.
I would
He's
agree with
not
that.
only
T-Mart.
lagging, but he's just in general. Not a good idea.
Who's using the M16?
Syndicate.
The zombie player.
Who's beating Woody in pretty
T-Mart
much
is
every
low
single.
stakeout right now. Gonna get a triple right now. Oh, Muzza sniped him.
Dude, Muzza with the sniper rifle.
Oh, he got mowed out of spawn.
Let's watch Muzza for a while.
See who's winning. Ronaldinho is sitting on top with a 10 and a 5 right now, followed by the game and T-Mart. T-Mart's stakeout decision has been working for him.
Mark J is doing well to control that
Oh,
building.
T-Mart
I
gonna
think
get another triple.
Oh,
Man, he's just on a
T-Mart.
tear with that
T-
stakeout.
Stakeout.
woo!
Yeah.
T-Mart
Mark
is
J
tearing
got
it up.
terror
Shotty.
here.
Let's switch over to T-Mart here. Uh-oh, he's gonna get. No, he can't get it.
That was a bad choice by Mark J. He had the whole house on lockdown, and he got a little bit aggressive with picked up a spas and tried to get an extra kill. He should have just stayed in the building and picked people off as they spawned.
Yeah, we talked earlier about holding down a position versus rushing. And a map like Newtown, you really just gotta sit still, pretty much.
And now for T-Mart, he's running around with that stakeout, just loving it. I'm surprised how well
He's
he's doing
going
with
nuts on that stakeout. He is within a few kills of second place. So it's still a very close game.
Righty.
I have a question for you. Do you think that those that thought they might do really well in this, that now that they're not doing as well as they thought, they're picking some of the worse weapons to make it look like they're not trying?
I don't think so.
Almost like an
I don't know what
excuse?
Sandy's using. Sandy's using a FAMAS, and he's at the bottom right now. So I think he's I think he is trying. But people like
Sandy
T-Mart who
started out-
went in just not calling themselves the best, he's using a stakeout, and he's doing pretty well with it.
Who'd you guys pick to
I'm not
win?
calling anyone out. That's what I've been hearing in the stream, that people are just not trying anymore because they're not doing as well as they thought.
Well, at this point, there are a few people who are just pretty much out of contention for any money, so they might as well have some fun.
There's
That's
bigger
not
things
necessarily
to take
true.
money.
We still do have 2 maps after this, and I mean,
someone
anything
can
could
still-
happen.
If someone comes first, they can still snap up some money,
True.
both of them.
I noticed that Pro Syndicate is not even using sleight of hand. I wonder what he's using.
Let's hop over to
Pardon M16, maybe.
Hardened.
No, he's got the FAMAS on.
He's a
Oh, he
spammers
must have
now.
switched it. Who just pulled the spaz out? Woody?
He has
Woody
got
pulled
dual
the spaz
mats on,
out.
though.
Woody's been spazzing the whole game.
Oh.
Pro Syndicate's in third place. Look at this.
Fear Crad's pulling it up to first, man. He was about in the bottom 6.
Man, shooting some zombies up in this piece.
There he is.
Zombie
Using-
rape train.
I think he's using sleight of hand, or steady aim, with dual mags, looks like.
Muzzle Fuzzy getting his grizz on Mark of J in the back.
I've actually seen sleight of hand dual mag FAMAS in MLG quite a bit. Or sorry, steady aim dual mags.
Faircraft's really doing some work in these games.
Dude, Pro Syndicate is easily coming. He's catching up to Ronaldinho, and Fearcrads is easily going to go on to win this. I'm going to make my prediction right now. Fearcrads is getting number 1 in this.
In the whole tournament?
I think he needs a good
The whole
spawn here because he keeps spawning in the same place and getting fucked over.
Oh, he's going neck and neck right now. Stats, everything with Ronaldinho right now. Ron pulling it up into first.
Picked up 2 kills right there, yeah.
I think
Oh.
Faircraft's he's got a good spawn
Didn't pick up
here. I think
either
he
of
might
those
lock
kills,
it out
though.
for the win. Oh,
Looks like
We
Ronaldinho's
also
there
want
with
to
it.
point out that Ron is not on his home console.
What's he doing? Is he stealing
Oh, he's on the
internet?
Xbox 360. He's not on
He's
the
on-
PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Ron
he's
is a
on the
PlayStation
PlayStation.
player.
other way around.
For those of you that might not know or might not experience it, there is a huge difference between the two controllers, and it will throw you off. Any MLG Pro will tell you this, that switching over to the PlayStation last year was a huge and difficult task for them to do because of the difference in the analog sticks and how the controllers feel in general.
How do you
So
feel about
it's a
this,
pretty
Tip?
impressive showing.
Mark of J making a comeback to third.
I think Pro Syndicate's going to hold this off.
Ronaldinho's got 2 kills left. Could be very, very
Marco
tight.
J jumped back in. Marco J jumped back in right in the last second for third place. Oh yeah.
Beer Crad's 3 kills behind first.
Syndicate losing third place by 1 kill.
That's pretty good for a Zombies player.
That's not bad at all.
Both of us are dropping a 13 and 42.
He's sniping.
He's getting clips, okay?
Yeah, I think Krads is number 1 overall. Let's talk about these servers. These Game Dunzo servers. I'm not seeing any lag from any of these players, and I'm not hearing any complaints either.
Oh, if I was in there, I'd be complaining like a bitch.
Well, that's true.
Trout would be crying like a bitch. I can't really talk too much about the Game Dungeon servers. I've never used them.
They're
Up
good.
to
Usually
this point,
Fear Crads pulls a 3 or a 4, and he's fluctuating between a 3 and a 2, but really we're not seeing him get a whole lot of frame rate lag or anything like that. I mean, he's pulling top scores.
Yeah, you want to unmute them and hear them talk? You want to go interview them?
I think we should get WMD up. I think that'd be a good map to play on.
You guys wanna-
WMD?
You guys want to pop over to game chat right now?
The fourth one.
Yeah,
Is this
let's
the
pop
fifth
over
one?
the game chat.
No, I hate this map so much. It's number 5. Yeah.
Don't worry, you got your
Teamwork
M60, man. You're
hates this
good.
map.
Muzza with the sniper.
Good job, Mike. Sorry,
Beast Defiance.
Close, I get.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Krads, I thought you was
WMD.
going to do it then. I was watching you.
Pro Syndicate, what was your second perk?
Mate, I was swapping through sets like earlier. We were all hard and pro mostly on everything. I didn't have sleight of hand. I'm like an idiot.
I noticed you were doing real well there, and you popped into third place for a long time, but Marcus J edged you out right at the end.
And I was trying, but if I would have had sleight of hand, I probably could have pulled up a bit higher. But just every gun I picked up off the ground, because I was just picking them up, they all had 1 bullet in it, and then I had to reload it again. And I was just getting basically outplayed. It's good. Good game. Well, that obviously weren't close because I was nowhere near the top, but oh well.
Is
Oh,
someone,
okay.
is someone calculating the scores?
Yeah, Nate's got it.
Yeah,
we
they're
are.
keeping up with it. Alright, thank God for that.
Yeah, I noticed that nobody played free-for-all like I usually play free-for-all in Nuketown, like a woman. You got to stay in the kitchen. So, what was your guys' strategy going into this?
I started that way, Wings. My strategy going into it was to get a shotgun and work the houses, because usually the houses are high traffic area. But not this game. This game, everybody seemed to be outside. I'm in the house waiting for traffic, falling further behind. So
Yeah,
all the fighting in the
about
backyard.
shotguns.
You have to
T-Mart
be more
loved
aggressive.
that stakeout. T-Mart was
Oh,
raping
dude,
with
I
that
went-
stakeout.
That stakeout kind of sucked.